to changing up their strategies a little bit. Now they're going to have to rely as a duo going to trio. So already we're seeing some obstacles that our trios have to overcome. Solos, duos, shamble inventories. But Rotary and Stormy right. They have to get this done considering that Kiridachi's not around. Another trio that we had a great opportunity to watch, as you've seen, to become legends. Rifa, Lazari, all going right there. And then you see the pick. Someone picked this one here. I got to take a look. Was it Shio's pick? Yes.
Shio's pick.
Shio's pick. No doubt now leaning in a little bit here as Mexi, Astro, and Hardfine are making their way. And them themselves have some power weapons. And look at this. Using a rift, and they're going to have to glide into the danger zone for a brief moment. Now finding a nice safe zone spot. Pretty almost center here, Sundown. And they get themselves a supply crate as a reward.
Yeah, they're able to fly into the danger zone there, but no problem, and got rewarded as well with a little supply drop directly on top of their heads. So fortunate timing, but sometimes everything needs to fall your way. Have some additional floppers as well as the pepper. We'll see. You can see 2 medkits as well in Astro's inventory, so they're going to benefit from that fact. The supply drop is going to be helpful from them, but you saw the Become Legends trio diving on top of somebody. Versa actually going to end up dropping there at the hands of Rifle. Void also being taken out. They were in 8th yesterday going into the final game, but were also unable to hold on, and some key shields going over. You can already see them starting to stack the meds onto the priority person. Again, that's all for that late game opportunity, as now we're going to swing over to one of the edge zone fights. This was the first team that hit the rift, and another very consistent trio. They've played together for a long time. They're going wall to wall, and they're taking the fights there, getting a good and quick finish, but they need to be careful to not take any excess damage. That's Slicks, Rifla, and Lariz of Become Legends. You can see already sitting on 3 eliminations, 6 shockwaves. My lord, that is a fantastic refresh. 2 crash pads as well if they opt to end up taking them. So we should be looking to see this team set up 4th circle for a high ground take.
Here we go. I'm sure as Mantra is having some difficulties as well. Everything is so intense and so close. Rifla's trio right here, I mean, everybody picked that they would do well, get in the heats and qualify, but this is the story that we're seeing. So many people slipping into the wildcard match, so many decorated champions slipping into this wildcard match, but only one will rise out of it all and get into the grand finals. They're going to be the trio 33rd here, and we all throughout the Fortnite competition, we've seen that the last person, the last team to get in sometimes wins it all. And the momentum could carry you right here. I don't think the trios in the grand finals are going to feel this intensity until day 2. This is at an all-time high, never before seen in a trio stage. One trio advancing with the Victory Royale. Can it be this Become Legends trio? We always almost there. We are in the 4th zone. We're soon going to get to the 5th zone, the half in and half out, and after that, it is 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9. Moving zones with 9 being the ultimate closing time.
And you can see right now that Storm Surge notification popping up that will kick in once this zone does end up closing. The next number you care about for that is in your top left. We need to see that go to 50 players. So you're going to see a lot of action being forced out right now as Nate actually able to pick up a key down onto Milwaukee there. Nate also getting a knock onto Onyx. Slicks getting some fire returned on him, but some Become Legends crime there as Edison going to be knocked, and they're going to try and continue the pressure going forward. Rifla also raining down shots. That's 2 of them going down there. It's all going to be on Denomination to try and hold off and prevent his teammates, but you can see the double stacked on top of you. The whole lobby's focusing right now, Sancho.
Man, lobby focus is the scariest thing ever, man. Before you know it, you're going to get treated out of the lobby. It's double toil and trouble all then and there when the lobby focuses on you. And here it is, another trio here. We're like, elims don't matter. You're right here, Sundown. It's all about inventory, and it's all about health, how strong you are, how much mats do you have. Do you have any heals and shields to kind of withstand any kind of pressure? Do you have power weapons? It all gets stripped down. And looks like, look at Bobo's inventory. You see that? The cabbages. Can Mr. Savage's influence here? The cabbages for Savage. Influence and give the power to Bobo. Can he pop it and get strong? 15 cabbages in inventory. So you're going to know we're going to have some zany heal-off plays, some crazy storm rotations with the heals. I'm excited to see how it all goes down as we are baby steps getting closer and closer to end game.
But what an awful bouncer right there, throwing himself out into the zone and separating away from her team. We're going to hop on board here as we see the rotations come out. Storm Surge is going to be pressing on some of these players. You can see the 62 tags come out. Kezix down to less than a sliver of HP, barely going to avoid getting knocked there. I mean, it looked like it was one, but they have bandage cannons. However, taking damage now forces you to use utility you otherwise would have had. So that bandage cannon is going to have to recharge. They might end up utilizing chug splashes, but if they don't have those now, they're going to be in trouble. And you can see Zynie being taken down there in the feed. That's going to turn off Storm Surge. Shockwave comes out.
Ooh.
Nate going up and challenging, finds a big 100 tag, and Zara gets destroyed. Kezix low, we talked about it, low on resources, gets taken down. Edit going through, pushing into the box, finds the finish, tries to lock it up to get whatever mats they can. Kezix is down. Nate's sitting on 4 elims, but the elims don't matter. They're down to a duo now, and one of the favorites. It's all going to be on the back of Nate and 4ZR to bring it home. The only excess utility they have is that bandage cannon.
And it is the 6 rotating zone here. It's going to go all the way up to the northwest area. And we're going to see the chaos unfold. If this is your first time watching Fortnite competitive, boy, oh boy, you picked a doozy to watch. Because it's all about the Victory Royale. This is the wild card. The 33rd team will be able to compete with this ticket right here. This golden ticket. The Charlie buckets of it all. I'm interested to see how it unfolds, considering that we've always seen throughout the entire heats, low ground has been so great to win tournaments, but it's not about winning a tournament. It's just about getting this one match in the Victory Royale.
You just need one game, and especially we've seen the low ground and the mid ground teams. They've done it by being hip-to-hip trios and just outlasting. They don't have any late utility to go. I'm keeping an eye on the top left feed, but I also want to know where the Become Legends guys are, because they had 12 shockwaves combined. And on this zone, that's going to give them priority on height. Right now, you can see Rotary still doing his best. Him and Stormy right without Kiriachi trying to do it as a duo. We still have Scram, Refsguard up as well. 4ZR and Nate. Nate out of shields. 4ZR trying to do it all by himself. Finds Gonzo with a sick peanut butter edit there. That's the box fighting skills over the triangle. The quick hop in the shot comes through. Fixie goes down. Kaspersa gets the confirm onto Rotary. He's out. Vato gets knocked as well. The confirm comes through for 4ZR for his first elims. Bouncers in front of him. The 71 tag into the box. He finds Hera as well, trying to make the run as a duo. A huge refresh and more mats gives them priority as 7th zone is revealed, and it keeps going forward, Sancho.
Here we go. 4ZR's momentum with Nate's R keep pushing forward. The back-to-back qualifying champions essentially in the round 3s, slipping all the way down from a fall group to grace, needing a clutch moment to get into this, falling into the 16th place in their heat. Can they overcome it all and be the Victory Royale? Yes, they are answering the call for this brief moment. 4ZR, Nate, duo, trio, cleaning up on the low ground, but the story is, can they survive height? We all know height has a strong probability of getting that Victory Royale.
Floppers, he found a flopper, has the bandage cannon as well. We're keeping an eye on it. You can see Nate, they're just loading the heals onto Nate right now. You can see has the chug splash. They're trying to make sure they can be box to box with double bandage cannon, chug splash, and floppers. 6 gets the pick there, but they're continuing on the low ground. There's 5 trios remaining, but somebody in the box. Nate takes a huge hit. 4ZR gets backed up. Can he find the shots he needs to? Opts using chug splash for some heals. Will that cost him? As 4ZR is separated, a 150 onto Scram. Can they get the conversion? They need to stay ahead of the zone. 10 elims, but the elims don't matter. You have to stay in the match. That's all that matters. And 4ZR is down. Nate doubles back into Storm and uses much needed white heals to just survive, as up on the high ground looking down is a complete and total different Nate and Dave raining shots from above. Exponential gets the finish onto 4ZR. So we have Exponential and Nate trying their best to dethrone, while the other Nate and Dave rain shots from above. Nate dipping back into the Storm, looking for a bandage cannon, looking for heals. Will it be enough? I think this is a missed timing. He's popping a bandage as best he can, but he can't find any more. He's going to go down in the end. Grizzy Nate falls and they're out. We will have a straight up 3v3 for the last spot, Sancho.
Here we go. Low ground versus high. Who's going to punch their way in as the 33rd team into the grand finals? It all comes down to this. Every map matters. Every build matters. Every shot matters because it is going to give you that right to compete. And there goes a crash pad up and they get sent out. Can Exalti, Nate, and Dave close out the door and get the victory out? Oh, Exalti is really low. Really low. Astro goes down. Who's going to win? Yes! It is Nate, Dave, and Exalti with the great finish and the victory royale, baby!
At the end, they were able to close it out. They stayed together, and we talked about it. The important thing was maintaining your trio. The low ground being able to contest, but it cost them too much. And in the end, while high ground win games and low ground wins tournament, when there's one single game on the line, Dave and Nate and co were able to wrap it up and secure a spot. You can see SB Nate, Spash Dave, and Bobo Exalti on the back of their 9 eliminations will be our 33rd and final team joining us in the grand finals. In what a ride it was, but in the end, the trio from the high ground was able to ride it out. We'll get that final spot.
Yo, man, Smash Dave is actually rojo, so that's an amazing opportunity here. You are the 33rd trio, and everybody out there, we get to do this again. That was just a taste. That was just the appetizer to the main course, and what a crazy appetizer that it was. I am full, and I am stuffed, and we just have so much action here this Halloween weekend. Again, I am Sancho West alongside Sundown. We are hyped here. I cannot wait to take it to the analyst desk. Oh, my goodness, Sundown.
I mean, it was absolutely amazing, but they're going to break it down for us. And I mean, whew, what a match.
Oh, hype is real,
That
bro.
is all I am saying. That is all I am saying. The hype
you
was
go.
so good there. So good.
Dude, just like